Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the FKA podcast. I'm your host, Reed Wilson, joined by Trent Tatum, and we're both unburdened by what has come before and what has been. We're seeing this pod for what it could be. We might be missing a couple people, but we won't let that knock us down.
That's right. Seth's not here again, which means it's time for the kids to play, buddy.
Yep. Pants are gone. Let's fuck
Father
this shit
Seth
up.
not here. Father Seth.
That could have been a biblical dude.
I'm sure there are many, what are they called in the Catholic Church? Priests.
Pedos.
Well, yeah, okay, all right.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
that
shit.
it's that kind of
That's
episode.
huge. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's real big. But yeah, we're here. We're out you. We're doing our thing. You got any business?
I do have a little bit of business. Today, I'm drinking Lapis Luna Cab Sav.
Cab Sav.
I got it because it has a very cool picture on it that's like Labyrinth meets The Hobbit.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
like Labyrinth.
Yeah. I just watched it for the first time not too long ago.
Oh, Pan's
It's cool.
Labyrinth? Or is that the Guillermo del Toro's thing? Right?
No, oh, wait.
Oh, wait. What am I thinking of?
No,
What do you
the
think?
one with David Bowie.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
The Labyrinth.
Oh, I was thinking of Labyrinth, like the band. Or like the
Oh.
guy.
Whatever, there's too many.
Too
There's
many
of them
labyrinths.
bitches. That's right.
Yeah, Daedalus had one. Bro, crazy. Cool.
But yeah,
Oh, dude, man.
are you drinking anything too, man?
I could if I don't know. Should I? I wasn't really feeling it beforehand.
I think you should, man.
All right, bro,
I
vamp.
think you should.
Here, I
All
got
right.
you. I got you.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Wow. Solo Man podcast.
All
This
in
is
which you
crazy.
live.
What do you guys want me to talk about? I don't know. You can probably hear my cat meowing right now. It's because he always does that and never shuts up. It's not driving me crazy. You hear that? Come on. I guess we've got a special show for you guys today. Considering Seth's not here, our pod doc is pretty full. We've got a bunch of different stuff to talk about. I don't want to spoil anything, though. I don't know. What should I say? Maybe we'll cut some of this out.
I went upstairs to grab some spiked spinnies, so I have a couple
Yeah.
spiked spinnies.
Yeah.
Going back on this anti-claw or seltzer thing, I guess, because that's the only thing that's cold. I also have like a moderately chilled old style, because I forgot I had a pack of old styles down here.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
But we'll start with the
Nice,
spinny.
dude.
Real
I
passion
had a
fruit.
hard time vamping, so...
You did? Tough.
Yeah, it's hard to talk to nobody, apparently.
Damn.
Or
You think you
or
just fell out of a coconut tree?
everybody
Alright.
that's listening.
Yeah, dude, I'm having a great time with this soundbite. If for everyone who lives under a rock, Joe Biden dropped out of the race, and now we got
That's right.
Kamala. And you may have heard me criticize her in the past. I turned a new leaf. She's the best ever. She's so cool. She's the best. I'm super in. AKA, she's
Yeah.
got good memes right now, and I'm digging it. I'm investing in on the Kamala memes. I like them a
Yeah,
lot.
dude. Yeah,
Especially-
I mean, I think I'm in too. And let me tell you this. It's been, maybe 7 years-ish
Since you voted.
since we've heard like a legitimate politician speak and try to win our votes for presidency.
Fell out of a coconut tree?
And it's amazing to hear somebody who is competent and somewhat knows what they're talking about, even if they are the law, if you will.
Great lines such as "Don't come."
Yep.
You think you just
Yep.
fell out of a coconut tree?
That one.
That
That,
one
one's
too.
real good. Yeah. I don't
Yep.
know. You also ready for this one?
You think you
We did it, Joe.
We did it. Yeah, I'm gonna be the next
Yeah.
president of the United States, so that's huge.
It's
And
huge.
it's also like really easy. Like this is kind of like everybody. It's layups for the Democrats, the dinging rats, but
Mm-hmm.
the Republicans are just hitting them with like real racist and like sexist shit. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's not great for middle margin voters or whatever. But I think we both live in lockdown states, so our vote doesn't really matter. But support your local government, so still vote. But like, nationally, vote probably doesn't matter unless you live in Pennsylvania, Michigan, or Wisconsin. But that's lame stuff about the elections. The real cool part I want to talk about is how we're trendsetters. Okay, we talked about Charlie XCX's album Brat before it got super popular, and now even Kamala Harris is riding the wave. So I just want to give us, a little thumbs up, some nucks. Give us the credit we deserve because we were there first.
I think you talked about it first, right? You were like, "This is a banger. This is the album of the summer."
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. You do listen to our show, but maybe don't quote it for real because we might have had some. Okay, to be fair, as a whole album, it's not that great, but like there's some really good songs on there, especially since she made the same song 3 times. And frankly, I like all 3 of them. They're all good. 360, 365, and 365 with Young Lean, all bangers.
I can get behind it. It was fun. I listened to a lot of it at a club, so that was cool.
Are you back on your I'm into EDM party pop or whatever grind?
No, not at all.
You're back out. That was a one-time thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, like if I get invited to another dance party like that, I'll probably go. It's a fun time, but I'm not just gonna listen to it in my spare time.
So you'd rather wear your headphones and go there?
Yeah, pretty much. But I have been kind of getting onto a weird train. I've been dabbling, I guess, with listening to a lot of like jazz and funk recently.
Some free jazz.
But it's coming back. It's coming back hard, and there's a bunch of good bands that I've recently discovered in the jazz category, I guess. One of them being Parlor Greens. Parlor Greens just came out with a new album. It's just instrumental jazz. I like it very much, and I'm kind of contemplating the idea of making a jazz playlist on Spotify.
Okay.
And the preliminary name that I'm thinking is Sexual Awakening.
That's pretty good.
That's a good name?
Good.
All right.
You could take one out of my book. Go no premarital sex.
Oh yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Consensual sex.
Yeah, there you
Respectful,
go.
loving relationship. Consensual sex.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect.
All sax appeal. Come on.
Let's go. Sax sells. Some good ones right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out my buddy Adam, who plays trumpet in a jazz band. But also, this is like a really quick topic I thought of my mind. And it's called, how hard can it really be to do blank? And like, how hard could it really be to be a DJ is what I had originally thought of. Because there's a controversial character right now.
Yeah.
He's doing some weird shit with 17-year-olds, but he's also a DJ, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I think, like, it's pretty decent side gig for any of these celebrities. Like, I think we could be DJs. Like, you don't have to, you just got to look mildly attractive and hit the things. With the Zemby, we could get on the DJ turntables pretty quickly. Is there anything else you think could be like, man, that's a fucking easy job?
You know what? I don't know anything off the top of my head, but like,
I mean, we have the hardest job in the world, podcasters. It's pretty
podcasting,
tough. Pretty tough job.
It's brutal.
Someone's got to do it though, and it's going to be everybody in the world who looks exactly like us.
Yeah. You know what? I'm thinking, how hard could it possibly be to be the president?
Dude, probably they age real fast. How much work are they actually doing? Trump was president for like 1,400 days, and he played golf for like 263 of them. So like, he was golfing every 5.5 days, which is like a little bit more. I mean, a lot of people, but he's like, that's what, every 5.5 days the whole year. Like my friends who golf right now, they might play every weekend, so that's once every 7 days, but that's for 3 months.
Mm-hmm. And then you get burnt out. You do something else.
Then it's cold.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't play golf because it sucks outside. You know. So he's putting up numbers. It can't be that hard, especially when like the football password's like 1 2 3 4. You know, it's like they just give him a dummy briefcase. Yeah, I mean, like, how hard could it be to be a sommelier? You know, like,
oh, for sure.
How are
You're
they
just making shit up?
How are they fact checking you on that? Speaking of which, give me your sommelier of your lupus.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a Cab Sav which I don't know what that means, but let me give it
Shout
another taste.
out to our college friend Sav. Anna.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it tastes like grapes, man. A little bit like grapes.
Okay.
I'm getting hints of red wine. You know what, the legs on this guy are not very great. They're not
really
very long
amorphous.
legs.
Doesn't really take a big shape. Pretty amorphous.
they're
really just kind of forms to
short
the
and stubby.
container it's in.
That's right. That's right. No, but it's good. It's not too dry. It's pretty sweet, I guess, but it's still a darker red. You know, it's got rich, bold flavors. I bet if you tried hard enough, you could smell the chocolate in there. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, I'll give you my professional opinion on this Spindrift Spiked Sparkling Water Real Squeezed Passion Fruit with guava.
Okay.
It's fucking garbage. It's so bad.
Yeah, dude. I am not a huge fan of. Wait, no, I like guava. Guava's good, dude.
Yeah, well,
It's mango that I'm thinking of. I'm not a huge fan of mango.
I don't
or
like that
passion
one
fruit.
either. I think I might just not drink these anymore and just drink the almost cold beer. It's like
Okay.
it's basement temperature, so it's like
Sure.
not warm. It's
Yeah,
colder
yeah,
than the
yeah.
Europeans drink it, but warmer than we do here in the best country in the world.
That's right, man.
But shout out, Olympics are coming up. We talked a lot about Olympics on the last one, and feet,
Mm-hmm.
I think. But like mainly Olympics. I'm hyped. I'm still hyped. It's like next week, I think, or some shit.
Yeah, it's soon. It's like first week in August. It's coming
Dude,
up.
and they got the goat carrying the flag.
Who's that?
Michael Jordan never carried the flag for the Olympic team.
Oh shit, dude.
LeBron
That's
did.
nuts.
Michael Jordan, his son wasn't in the NBA.
LeBron's son was. I heard he's not good though.
No, he's bad, bro. Yeah, he's development. He's a prospect. He's gonna get there.
Okay.
He's got
All right.
guaranteed money though. He's making more than like a lot of NFL players. He's making more money than the starting quarterback for the 49ers.
Jeez. Okay. That's
he's-
insane.
Yeah,
Holy shit. But
they got a good deal on him. But anyway, that's sports. That's bullshit. It'll be there. I'll be happy. We'll be talking about it when we're doing that stuff. We did so. We're talking. I got a lot of my stuff is music related this week,
All
so
right.
we'll just clean
Cool.
this out. You know, similar to we were talking about Song of the Summer or whatever. That's all. It's kind of been bratified. It's a Brat Summer. White Boy Summer has been overtaken by, Brat Summer, Lime Green,
Yep.
and all that. But
Yep.
in a similar vein, my song recommendation one, I have two. First one, song recommendation, the first, if you will, is Girls by Dom Dalla. It's Girl $. And I think
all right.
if you like Brat, you like this. It's like,
Yeah.
it's
All
pretty
right.
good.
Interesting. Would you say, really quick, would you say that Brat is kind of like Kesha adjacent?
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. It's pop music,
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's female-led
All
pop
right.
music.
And this is the
I haven't
same
heard-
sort of pop
Yeah,
EDM-y?
it's maybe a little more EDM-y, but it's still pretty,
All right.
pretty Brat-esque. I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm in on it. And then totally different, still EDM-ish. This is Calvin Harris and Tom Grennan's song "By Your Side" from a few years ago. It's just a really nice, like upbeat song. So,
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to
How
check
about
it out, man.
those-
I feel like I've heard of By Your Side. I mean, it's probably in my head
yeah,
somewhere.
it's a few years old. So I
Yeah.
just heard it for the first time like a week or two ago when I was mini golfing. So
All right.
I heard it and I was like, I gotta Shazam this piece. I whipped out the Shazam.
Nice, dude. Where'd you go mini golfing?
I think I talked about a little bit last week with the Top Flight. No, Pop Stroke.
Oh, that's right.
Tiger
Yep.
Woods' place. So
Yep. Nice.
yeah, it was all in the context of what came before us in the episode or two ago.
Sweet, dude. Well, I guess speaking of vacation, Seth's on vacation,
Yeah.
but he sent us a little email for us to read on the podcast in his absence. He
I'll
told
do
us
it
he was
this
going to
time.
do that last time that he was gone, and he did not. So thank you, Seth, for holding up your deal, your end of the bargain.
Yeah.
If you
and you
will.
sent it to the right email. That's FKA. If you want to be like Seth, well, that's big shoes to fill. You got to go to college for like forever, and you got to,
Yeah. Yep.
do some stuff. But you could also just send us an email at fkathepod@gmail.com. That's fkathepod@gmail.com. We have no other email or
That's right.
nothing. You can also get at us on the social medias. We have all of them that are real. Like even the fake one threads, we have that one too. Like all the real ones we have.
do.
So this is Seth's email. It says content email. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. I'm in the Hamptons. I have 2 hypotheticals I would like to hear you guys discuss. It's been a long time since we got one of those. First, imagine you are on a plane. You're 200 miles from your destination, beginning to descend from a cruising altitude. When the pilot becomes incapacitated for some reason, do you think you could land the plane at the destination? It's a straight shot. It's only 200 miles, which is only like 15 minutes of plane time. Could you fly a plane for 15 minutes? You don't have to turn or nothing. You just got to go from up to down.
Yeah,
and land.
You're just pulling the stick forward and backwards.
Yeah, my initial response is, yeah, absolutely. Of course I can. Why wouldn't I be able to fly a plane? Yeah.
I think I could.
Just get the inflatable guy to pop out and I'll just follow his instructions. You know, like that one movie?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that movie's a fever dream to me. Like I saw it one time when I was like 7, and I was like, every time I see a clip, I'm like, I've seen that movie, but I haven't. It's like I've seen the movie, but I haven't seen the movie. I don't even know what it's called. Is it Airplane? Is it called Airplane?
I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about, honestly.
What? You don't know this? Okay, there's this movie. It's like a comedy movie, and the people are flying on a plane, and at some point, it's like a similar situation to this, where like that some schmuck on the plane that's not the pilot has to fly a plane, and like there's like a big inflatable dude that like pops up, and he's like fighting with the inflatable dude to get him out of the way. Is it called Airplane? It's called Airplane. It's called Airplane. It's called Airplane.
Okay, all right. When did this come out?
1980. It is a 44-year-old movie.
Yeah, that's tough. That's old. No, I think I could do it though. I feel like, worst case, you kind of just like point the plane down until you get close, and then you pull back really hard.
I've done it in GTA. I've done it in Flight Sim. Okay, I know what to do. I just gotta, I gotta easy on the pitch, heavy on the yaw. Just gotta get on there, utilize the Z axis, and get down there. Mm-hmm. And hit the autopilot button.
I think it'd be okay. I think I would shit myself, but I could do it.
Oh yeah. I might need a little Denzel Washington straight jack. Cup on
After
my
the
side.
fact, somebody bring out a wheelchair and wheel me out because my pants are so full of shit.
I have to make sure I'm wearing my brown pants on the way in. When
That's right, dude.
I only fly wearing brown pants for that particular reason.
Hell yeah, that's smart. That's smart right there. What else does Seth say?
The second one. Okay, let me get back to the email and then back into character. That's a good one. Second, imagine you have fallen in love and gotten married. Hubba hubba. You went on your honeymoon to Hawaii for 6 days and 7 nights. Okay, your hotel is 10 minutes away from the monument to Pearl Harbor. Do you go to the Pearl Harbor thing on your honeymoon? And what would that do to the vibe? If I'm there, I'll go. If I happen to be in the area, I'll check it out. I'm not gonna go on a tour. I haven't seen the movie. I don't really know what happened. So it's not doesn't mean much to me. I've seen Airplane. I haven't really seen Pearl Harbor, so I'm more invested in the one rather than the other.
No, I'm kind of the same. I feel like if I'm in Hawaii, I'm going to the Pearl Harbor museum. Right.
I was in New York City for like a weekend or so. I don't know if I went to Ground Zero, and I think 9/11 is cooler than Pearl Harbor.
How so?
As far as like grim memorial vibe, cool. Not actually cool anyway, but like.
Right.
It means Pearl Harbor means more to me, less to me than 9/11. 9/11, I'll never forget 9/11. I don't even know when Pearl Harbor is. They should have done it on a notable day. Maybe I would have cared some more.
Right. Yeah.
It's some day that lives on in infamy. I don't even remember what it is.
Yeah. I just think March? Maybe so maybe the way you should go about this is if you're going on a honeymoon to Hawaii, you go to Hawaii like 6 months before your honeymoon. Just for the Pearl Harbor exhibit.
Oh, that's enough. I think you think that's a weekend in itself.
Yeah, and then you come back, and then you don't have to worry about the Pearl Harbor exhibit bumming your wife out.
You checked that one out. You got it. Gotcha.
That's how you do it, man. Just book 2 trips to Hawaii. Easy.
My husband went to Pearl Harbor, and all he got me was this stupid T-shirt.
Hey, fiance. All right, we're not there yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, I fall in love and I got married, according to the question. I guess in your
Yeah,
situation, this
but
was
if
before
you're,
that. Maybe it's a delayed
you went
honeymoon. Maybe we
before.
got married and then it was COVID happened, so like you haven't done the honeymoon yet because you're putting it off.
right.
Yeah, but we just somehow in the situation this one, I don't know. But I also probably wouldn't go unless like there's so much other shit to do in Hawaii.
Yeah, right.
And so that's not at highest on my list for sure. But it's definitely it's above going swimming with dolphins for sure. I've done that already.
Yeah.
The last time I was in Hawaii, so I'm good. Like I don't need to.
You've been to Hawaii? Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Come on, bro. You haven't been to Hawaii? Come on.
No,
It's one of
I haven't been
the
to Hawaii.
50 one of the states, bro. It's right there. You're
Yeah,
right,
I
you're
guess.
pretty close to it now. There, it's like it's never been
No, I
closer to
mean,
you than it's ever.
I'm pretty sure everybody that I've interacted with here in Seattle has been to Hawaii.
Bro, it can't be that expensive to go from Seattle to Hawaii.
Probably not, but I don't know, man.
Hey, it's like $600. It's 6 hours. Damn,
Mm.
that's still fucking long, dude. Why is Hawaii forever apart?
Yeah, I don't know. To me, Hawaii is cool, but also I can just drive other places and find cool things too. So
Dude, it's 10 hours to fly from Chicago, or like 9 hours to fly from
Oh.
Chicago. So
yeah, that's brutal.
it's only 6 for you. I did that flight one time, but I was like less than 10. So I there's only so much.
Yeah, yeah,
You
right.
do some cool shit. Go whale watching. You don't see a single fucking whale at all.
Okay, all right.
Shout out
Thanks,
Ishmael.
dude. Here, let me ask you this. In this whole hypothetical situation where you're freshly married,
I just landed the plane.
where are you going on your honeymoon?
And I'm definitely going to Pearl Harbor. That's for sure, right? As we previously discussed. But second spot
Right,
after
right.
Pearl Harbor, we go to Hawaii, we go to Pearl Harbor, then we
Yeah.
bounce. And that opportunity, you got to go somewhere far for your honeymoon. Like
Mm-hmm.
fuck the Americas. I'm not going anywhere in the Americas for my honeymoon.
Okay.
I'm going
all right.
I'm either going somewhere nice in Europe, like whatever that's not Greece, but it's near Greece. There's the one that starts with Croatia. There's some like bitchin'
Yeah,
islands out
okay.
there in Croatia that look really dope.
Yep.
So maybe
Yep.
hit up some of those. Go to like there's like I think it's Ilios or something. There's some cool places in Greece with some cool buildings. I don't know. Go there. I'd probably go east.
Mediterranean.
Yeah, probably because I want to be hot. I want to be in like a hot place.
That's fair.
Like,
Yeah.
This is like the honeymoon's not for seeing cool shit necessarily. It's for like seeing cool shit and being in a cool place and then having sex with
Right.
your wife and or husband.
Yeah.
Right. That's the whole point.
Wife
You're
and
lo-
husband, actually.
Wife and husband. Yeah. It's like you just landed a plane and are now in a polyamorous 3-person throuple marriage. Do you go to Pearl Harbor or do you get a Loco Moco first? What do you do? And obviously, I'd get a Loco Moco before I go to Pearl Harbor for sure. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm still thinking
Yeah,
about
that's
that
fair.
Loco Moco I had like a week and a half ago. That shit was
yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, I'd probably go to where the spaceship and Stitch landed.
It's
Lilo
a
and
good
Stitch.
place. I go to
Yeah.
that one island that the Lilo and Stitch, that those two, the lava alien and the water alien were making, because the whole plot of the show is they give these little aliens jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, there's a lava alien and there's a water alien. They're like, hey, you just go make the islands bigger. They go do that.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. But I bring that up for no reason in particular because I did not watch that movie yet.
I thought you watched it last week.
But I did watch another movie on VHS tape.
Okay, I'm gonna guess.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my favorite segment on this show. Videos highly scrutinated.
Scrutinized. That's what the S stands for.
Scrutinated.
Scrutinized.
Scrutinized. This week, I did watch a film on VHS, and you'll remember that the last time I did this, I watched Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. So this week, of course, I watched Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom.
Let's
Look at that.
go. See,
We've
now
got
we can
Kehoi Kwan or whatever his name is on the cover.
Ouroboros, yeah.
That's right. Incredible.
Shout out. Now you finally understand that one obscure reference I made like a month and a half ago about the monkey brains.
Oh yeah, I do. So anyways, couple things about Temple of Doom. It came out in 1984, which was 3 years after Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark actually takes place, I believe, in 1936.
Yeah, I think this is a prequel.
But Temple of Doom takes place in 1935. Which is kind of bonkers to me because none of the characters in Temple of Doom are mentioned at all in Raiders of the Lost Ark. And it only happens a year later, which is insane to me. Crazy.
Yeah, here's the thing. None of the characters are going to get mentioned except for until you get to the fourth one, which is not on VHS. I hope
right.
that was not on VHS.
Probably not.
I think we were past that at that point.
Yeah. So have you seen Temple of Doom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have seen it. Interesting.
Yeah, it's been about 15 years, but I've seen it.
Okay. All right. So for my copy on VHS, the ads at the beginning of this.
This is my favorite part of this segment.
It was only Young Indiana Jones Chronicles again.
Lame.
It was the same ad.
Not even a THX thing?
No. It was just Young Indiana Jones and then directly into the movie.
Damn.
Yeah, so that kind of sucked. So
Kinda-
not much to
kinda
talk about
trash.
there. We've already talked about Young Indiana Jones. There's a little bit of like, I guess, sex appeal in that show. Because there's a line I remember the announcer being like, and of course, he loved many women. Which is kind of funny. It's kind of funny. And then at the end, it's like, all before the age of 21. So I thought that was hilarious.
It's pretty badass. This dude fucks. Indiana Jones fucks.
Yeah. So Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom opens up. The opening scene is in a club in Shanghai. And this is where you meet the love interest. I don't know her name.
She's more of a floozy than Marianne.
Yeah,
right?
she's a blonde. She likes fancy, shiny things. And yeah, she likes to flirt.
She's
and
like a
that's pretty
blonde
much
bimbo
it.
floozy character.
Yeah.
She's like
That's
not
pretty
smart.
much it.
Compared to
Yeah,
like
she's not
Marianne,
smart.
who's like
She's scared of everything.
She's like Marianne's super cool and like would kill people and outdrinks hardened Russian men, and this bitch is a floozy who like won't even eat the monkey brains.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I don't know her name.
to be
but
fair,
she's singing.
I'm coming out of these are pretty strong words I'm using, but I'm just talking. It's whatever. They didn't know how to write women until arguably last year in movies.
Yeah.
So you know.
So the scene opens up. She's singing in this club in Shanghai, and this club actually has a very interesting name. Do you know the name of the club in Shanghai where they are all at?
No, I do not.
You want to give me a random fucking guess?
Is Indiana Jones is it like the lost treasure, or is it like Kowloon?
It's Club Obi-Wan.
Nice.
It's Club Obi-Wan, dude.
You're walking. This is a Lucasfilm joint. You know, it's a George Lucas joint.
Yeah. George Lucas, co-producer of this, co-executive producer, I think. But Steven Spielberg
Hardly
is the director. But anyways, opens up in Club Obi-Wan. He's making some deal for a diamond. Things kind of go wrong, and he has to escape. He escapes with the blonde bimbo.
Okay, sorry, you go. For some reason, I remember there's a giant boulder coming out. So, is there a
That's
giant
the first
boulder?
one.
There's no boulder. This is the awnings.
I know it's like a diamond.
The
main thing though is like this glowing rock.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Standard affair Indiana Jones shit. We need a shiny thing. Get the shiny thing.
Yeah. So he starts out. He's getting this diamond. He has to run away from like these gangsters in Shanghai. Escapes with the blonde bimbo. Falls directly into a taxi cab driven by like an 8-year-old boy.
Talking about Short Round?
Short Round.
Who's wearing
is
a
his
Cubs hat?
getaway driver.
Dude, Short Round's
Which
the
is
man.
nuts.
Hey,
It's
Indy.
crazy.
Indy.
Dr. Jones. So funny. It's crazy. He does this, he's my favorite character in this whole movie. All right, Short Round is incredible. He's awesome. But anyways, they escape. They get to a plane. They get on the plane, and it turns out this plane is owned by the gangsters who chased him out of the club. And so halfway through the plane ride out to wherever they were going, the pilots just like grab parachutes and jump out. All right. So speaking of having to land a plane, Indiana Jones almost had to land a plane, but then he didn't because I guess he was afraid, and they were like over the mountains in India, the
And there was a
Andes
snake.
or whatever they're called.
Was there a
I don't
snake
know.
somehow? There's probably a snake involved. That's the only time
Not
Indiana
in the
Jones
plane.
is afraid. It's only afraid of snakes.
Yeah. So, anyways, he's afraid to like land this plane. I guess because they're in the mountains.
Pussy.
Yeah, for real. Come on, he could do it easy. But what he does is he grabs a life raft, a big life raft, and grabs Short Round and grabs the blonde girl and jumps out. And they use the life raft as a parachute.
Okay.
Which
that-
is
I saw that-
interesting.
I saw that on Mythbusters.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that on MythBusters. I can't remember what they decided to do with that, but
No, that shit doesn't work.
yeah, okay.
That shit doesn't work. Also, because they did this in Mythbusters. Like at the beginning of the movie, he's like jumping off of buildings and using like
Oh, and
awnings.
like falling through the awnings and stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't work either. We've been calling her the bimbo, the floozy. Her name is Willie Scott, portrayed by Kate Capshaw.
That's right. That's right. Willie. Willie is her name.
Indiana Jones, Willie Scott, Short Round, and Mola Ram are some of the main characters in this one.
Nice.
There's also
dude.
Kao Khan, Wuhan, Little Maharaja, and
Yeah.
Sacrifice Victim.
Well, I mean, one thing that you probably remember about this segment is that I watched the movie high, stoned, if you will.
Yeah.
So
Very highly
names
stoned.
names go right over my head, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's where you got me.
remembering
I'm the man.
fucking
You got me in the
Shao Kahn or
sidecar. You're looking at the
That's
name.
right.
Shao Kahn's from Mortal Kombat.
You're my Short Round. You're
Yeah.
my Short Round, buddy.
Yeah, I'm Jamie.
But anyways, they parachute into from the mountains, big white snowy mountains. They parachute into this like jungle river. All right, land in the river and then float downstream. End up
They're
at this
India.
like in India at this tiny village, and everyone is like praising them like they're sent from God because they were praying to one of their gods to send them somebody to retrieve their sacred stone.
The Sankara Stone.
Yeah, Sankara stone. And also retrieve all of their children which have been taken from them.
I feel
Right?
like one of those definitely should have been said first.
yeah. It was like, we have the sacred stone, please. It helps us grow crops or whatever.
Also,
And they're
side
like,
quest,
oh,
save
by
our
the
kids.
way, we don't have any kids left. They're all gone now. So he agrees to go find this stone for honor and glory or something like that. I don't know.
You know, honor, justice.
I don't know. He's trying to get somewhere else so he can like take care of this diamond situation. But then the whole movie is spent in India trying to get this glowing stone. But anyways, they go to this big palace to get this stone, and the king and a bunch of other people in this palace like accept them in. And they're like, "Hey, welcome to," I forget the name. Was it Pankot?
Dude,
I don't know the name of it. But anyways,
You think you
they
just
get to
fell
this
out of a coconut tree?
yes. But anyways, they get to this place and they're like, "Yeah, come in. We're gonna have dinner and all this stuff. We've heard of you, Dr. Jones. You're incredible archaeologist, right?" So they bring him in and they have dinner with these guys. And I wrote down the menu for this dinner because it's fucking nuts. All right. I think maybe it's a little bit racist, but I don't know. I don't know. So the menu
come on,
at this
1984.
palace, the menu at this palace is like a giant boa snake stuffed with a bunch of live eels. All right,
That
and they
sounds
cut
terrible.
they cut into the snake and all these eels fall out and people are just like slurping them down and stuff. It's insane.
Dude, shout
And
out
then-
Arthur F. Rapola, credited as Eel Eater.
Nice, dude.
That was
then
your
they
mom's
also
nickname in
had-
high school. Bang!
Yeah. Jesus Christ. They have like an appetizer of steamed beetles. I think they're steamed. I don't know. Beetles on the plate. Giant beetles, like dung
Mustard on
beetles,
the
right? And then the Willie, the girl Willie, is like, I can't eat any of this. Do you have something else? Do you have like a soup? And so they bring her out a soup, and she opens it up and stirs it around, and then just like a bunch of fucking eyeballs float to the surface. So there's eyeball soup. And then for dessert, they had chilled monkey brains, which is when they bring out.
That can't be a good idea. Like, you don't
Yeah.
want to be eating brains or anything.
Yeah,
It's
it's pretty insane. I think that's how diseases get started.
like
That's
mad
how
cow. Yeah.
epidemics happen.
Don't eat brains. Don't fuck animals. And like,
Yeah.
we'd have so many less diseases if that happened.
Yep. But then, anyways, they finish their dinner. They all get ready for bed and everything, and Indiana and Willie are getting extra flirtatious and stuff. But there's also some sort of like irritation going on where they're like mad at each other, and they go sleep in their separate rooms. And before Indiana leaves Willie's room, she's like, "You'll be back here in 5 minutes." And so there's a scene where they're both like waiting 5 minutes to see what happens. And then Indiana gets attacked before he can go over to Willie's room, right? He gets attacked in his bedroom. He obviously kills the guy with his whip. Pretty crazy.
Nice.
And then he goes over to Willie's room and he's like searching. He's like, is there anybody in here? And she's like, come
Where's
on,
Willie?
like, fuck me, please. And then he finds a secret passageway. And then he's like, hey, short round, we got to go down this passageway. This is like way better than sex.
Yeah, you do. Secret passageways and diamonds, way better than
That's right. So they go down this passageway. This is obviously where the people are keeping all the children. They're treating them as mining slaves.
Or the side quest objective is there.
It's
Okay.
absolutely terrifying. It's awful. All right. But then they also find this like whole cult situation where this guy, who's the main bad guy? Do you know that guy's name?
Mola Ram, Little Maharaja, Cow Khan,
One of those guys.
Charter
One
Law,
of those guys. He's like the big bad leader.
Merchant
that, like,
too?
rips people's hearts out of their chest, but they're still alive, and it's
Don't they
never
chant
explained.
something? Don't they
Do
chant
what?
something crazy? Don't they have like a chant?
Yeah.
It's like
It's like Kali Ma,
Kalima.
Kali Ma. He's like Kali Ma, and then he rips out their heart, and they're still alive, which is insane.
Well, I mean, they're dead after they rip the heart out.
Well, no, they're alive. They're alive after they rip the heart out. The dude's like screaming. He's like, "What's going on? This is crazy!" And he's in like this cage. He's like chained up and stuff. And then they like send him down into this pit, into like a giant lava whirlpool. And that's how they kill him.
They
So
just
they
kick
rip
him in
his
the
heart
lava.
out. He's still alive, and then they dip him into a giant lava whirlpool.
It's kind of a roundabout way to do that. You know?
Yeah, it
I
was-
feel like you could just
pretty
kick them
crazy.
in there.
It was pretty crazy. So anyways, they do that whole thing, and then that's like their whole like ceremony or something. They all go away, but then when at the end of the ceremony, they take those glowing stones. There's 3 of them, and they put them in this skull. And Indiana Jones is like, "That's what we got to get." So after everybody leaves, he goes down there. He grabs one of the skulls, but then he hears screaming, and so he's like, "I gotta investigate." That's when he finds the child slaves and everything. But anyways, later on, Willie and Short Round end up getting caught. Indiana Jones also gets caught, and they force Indiana Jones to drink this like weird black sludge. They call it some kind of blood or something that's supposed to like awaken your mind to their cult religion.
Oh, you got a little ayahuasca trip. Drink
Yes.
this sludge,
Something
become
like
like Aaron Rodgers, rip this guy's heart out.
Yeah. So then he's under some sort of spell with this blood drink, and then they chain up Willie, and they're gonna dip Willie into the lava pit.
After they rip her heart out.
No, they don't rip her heart out. they just put her in the cage and like we're gonna put her in the lava.
Hey,
and
we
he's
can't
like
kill
there,
her
he's
'cause
like
this is a
egging him
plot
on.
device.
Indiana Jones is like, yeah, we can do this. I feel high as fuck right now. I'm cool.
Drop that bitch in there. Let this bitch up.
And then they start lowering her down, and then Short Round, who had gotten put into a cage, presumably he was they were going to turn him into another one of their child slaves. He takes his little pickaxe and he breaks himself out of his chains with his pickaxe, finds Dr. Jones, and somehow like gets him out of the spell. And then Dr. Jones and Short Round have to fight off hundreds of cult members to save Willie, and they do it. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, they hit him with the cool, I'm going to cut this rope bridge and kill all of you motherfuckers.
Yeah. They escape the caves. They get into a rope bridge. He has to cut the rope bridge. Everybody falls into the river down below. The main bad guy, tries to rip out Indiana Jones's heart, but also ends up falling in the river. And then they're kind of saved. That's kind of the end of the movie.
I think you need a faster signature move than ripping the heart out, you know?
Yeah, it takes too long. You got to like chant some shit.
And you got to cut it, right? I'm assuming he's not like just sticking his hand in there and grabbing it.
No,
right?
straight up. He's doing this, and his
putting-
fingers
making
go
a claw.
through their chest. It's like magic.
That's not that fast. That's not that slow. Then I think it could be okay. But I mean, if they got that lag or they're still alive with their heart or whatever, it's kind of why don't you just like move a little bit up and like rip their brains out? That's instant.
I don't know if it works that way.
This dude's not working. Dude needs to work smarter, not harder, as his cult leader.
Yeah.
If you got the power to go in there and rip organs out, go for faster effective ones.
Yeah. And so that's kind of all I remember about the entire movie. There's a little bit of not exposition. What's the end of the movie called? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
There's a little bit of end of movie shit where they're like wrapping things up.
Closing action.
Yeah. But overall, I thought it was an incredible movie. Like I said, Short Round kind of steals the show for me. He's my favorite by far. He's so good. He's absolutely adorable.
Would it be your favorite part if you hadn't seen Loki, or Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yeah, I think so. I think
you're looking for resolution, by the way. That's
resolution.
That's exposition at the end of the movie.
Yeah. So during the resolution is where I was kind of writing down a lot of this talking points, I guess. I don't know. But Short Round, my favorite character for sure. I think he provides a lot of like comic relief, but so does Willie in her own way, I guess. She's not a well-rounded character like Short Round.
Or Marianne.
Yeah, for sure. Not as good as Marianne. But overall, I think this movie is funnier than Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
It feels like there's always, like during the whole movie, there's some sort of running joke going on. Like there's a scene where they're camping out on their way to the palace where they have to ride elephants. And Willie just like can't get along with her elephant at all. And they're camping and the elephant's literally just like punching her in the back of the head for like 10 minutes straight with its trunk. It's so funny. It's so funny, dude. They're just like having to have a serious conversation and Willie's just getting like bonked in the back of the head the whole time.
So you like this one better?
I did like this one better. I thought it was maybe a little bit darker and funnier at the same time, which is pretty cool. Overall, I'd say not as good as The Mummy.
Not as good as The Mummy. Well, you
not
got
as good as The Mummy. Yeah.
Three more Indiana Jones movies to watch, you know.
God,
I'll let you know that the next one, his companion is considerably less attractive.
Okay, interesting.
Because it's a dude. It's like it's your mother Trebek's that guy, the James Bond guy, Sean Connery.
All right, interesting. Okay. I mean, I'm excited for the third one. Is it a prequel as well?
Not sure. It might be.
Okay.
I think no. This one, I think this is like it's called The Last Crusade. So I think it's like this was originally supposed to be the end, and then they're like, you know what, we can make some more money if we bring this homie back.
Yeah,
in the
that's
fourth
true.
one.
So overall, I would give this movie 4.25 monkey brains out of 5.
Okay.
And 9 beating hearts out of 10.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
very good movie. I thought it was nice. But if you have to choose between Temple of Doom and The Mummy, you got to go with Brendan Fraser. Sorry.
Rhymes with laser. Yeah, you know, my favorite Brendan Fraser action movie is Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Okay, all right. I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
take
your
word
list.
for
It
it.
might have came out on VHS.
Okay, all right.
I had it on DVD, you know, but it came out in
Yeah.
2003. They were making VHSs then. It's got a 5.8 on IMDb, 57%
That's
on
tough.
Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough. I mean,
Damn.
hey, I liked it, but I was also a child when it came out, so.
Let me look up. This is something that we should definitely add to the VHS segments, or the actual like ratings for the movie.
It got like a 7.5 out of 10.
Temple
this
of
what-
Doom.
yeah.
All right. Not too bad. What
No,
about the
no.
Rotten Tomatoes?
Rotten Tomatoes is a 77. Rotten Tomatoes is a 77. 7.5
Damn,
out of
okay, so
IMDb.
I liked it
3.6
more.
out of 5 on Letterboxd, with the top review, the first review being, shout out to that minecart scene. It's a good scene. It doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah,
I really
dude.
like that
I
minecart
was thinking
scene.
that too. There's a big minecart chase scene. It's super cool. I feel like I don't know if it was the first minecart chase scene,
Mhm.
but I feel like maybe it could have been.
Okay. What
I
do you
don't
think
know.
of Akio Mitamura's performance as Chinese pilot?
What? Chinese pilot,
Or what about Bhaskar Patel's role as Temple Guard number 2?
Temple Guard number 2, classic
Yeah.
role for that
Yeah.
guy.
Do you think that Julie Kirk really performed well enough to deserve that role as dancer number 19?
Yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, totally. Yeah, some of my favorite actors actually, dancer number 19, and dancer number 17.
I'm more of a dancer number 8 is my favorite one. Christina
Okay,
Cartwright.
all right.
Christine
Yeah,
Cartwright.
nice. Damn. But yeah, that's been my VHS review, everybody. Looking forward to The Last Crusade. I doubt I can find Kingdom of the Crystal Skull on VHS. So
Yeah, it would have to be DVD.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know how
whatever
I'm
that
gonna
was.
spin that. I don't have a DVD player, dude. Sorry.
You're damn.
I just don't. Yeah.
I went to the library the other day and I rented some Blu-ray
Mhm.
DVDs, Blu-ray discs, Blu-rays.
Yeah.
I rented some Blu-rays, which I've never once played a Blu-ray before. So I realized that the main TV where I wanted to watch it, it does not have a DVD player at all.
Yeah. Right.
But luckily, I have 5 PlayStations, and every single PlayStation that since the 3 or whatever has been a Blu-ray player. So I just got to figure out a TV I want to watch this shit on, so I can watch my shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, I'm
Dude,
circumventing
you remember
Hulu.
back TVs used to have VHS players built in, and then they had DVD players built in.
Yeah, mine had a DVD player built in. That's why I would watch Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Yeah. Even
I would-
early flat screen TVs had a DVD player on the side.
Yeah, mine had it on the front. I was watching. I had 3 movies when I was a child, basically. I had more, but I only watched these 3. I watched Get Smart with Steve Carell. I watched B Movie with
Oh yeah.
Jerry Pop-Tart Seinfeld, and I watched Looney Tunes
Nice. Yeah. Hell yeah.
with Brendan
I
Fraser.
think my
Books.
top three DVDs as a kid. It was probably Robots
Oh, that's a
with
good one.
Robin Williams.
Is he the big fat guy?
No, he's the red guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then Meet the Robinsons. I always
Oh.
like Meet the Robinsons.
Yo, I think I saw something recently about Meet the Robinsons that the kid's being born now.
oh, that's crazy, dude. That's actually insane.
Yeah, it's an old trend of they really overestimated what the future was going to be like.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah,
anticipate
classic.
it, the ocean levels rising and everything being real shitty. They're like, oh, we're
Yeah,
going to have flying cars and tubes that bring us places.
Yep. Yep.
Wilbur Robinson, a young time traveler who takes him to the year 2037. I don't know how old Wilbur is. So 12. So Wilbur is 13. This takes
Oh, yeah.
place in 2037. So yeah, he's being born now.
Damn, that's nuts, dude.
I don't know if
Well,
we'll
no,
have
he's
time
not
travel.
being. Wait, okay, so
He's 13 in 2037, which is when the movie takes place.
the movie takes place then, and then he goes into the future.
No. The main guy who becomes Wilbur's dad is something else. Is Lewis.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Lewis
right.
Robinson, and then Wilbur Robinson is his son, but
Yeah.
he doesn't know that it's his son until like the end.
Interesting, dude. Maybe one of my baby's first time travel movie. I mean, that I watched as a kid.
Yeah, I'm. It's around mine first too. I think I'm trying
Yeah.
to think. It might be just like a TV show or something that was time travel
Right.
or whatnot. I read the
So-
Magic Treehouse. They were sort of time traveling in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Dude, shout out to when I used to read. Man, I used to be real good at reading.
Back when you were forced to read in elementary school.
Dude, shout out Michael Gugiagubian. That's the bowler hat guy. Talking about Michael Goob, the dude from the memes. I love that guy. Shout out Goob. Shout out Michael Gugiagubian.
I don't remember the memes, but I remember that guy. He was a
Bro,
poor
you've
little
totally
fella.
seen these Goob memes. What are you talking about?
Probably. I don't know.
Look up Goob meme. You know what I'm. Goob. It's like boob with a G.
Goob meme. I mean, I've seen this guy, but I don't think I've seen any of these memes, dude.
Bro, you've totally seen this Goob meme. I don't know like how you haven't seen the
I don't
Goob
know.
meme.
What do they usually put on this Goob meme? It's just him looking disappointed with a black eye.
Yeah, it's pretty versatile meme here. That's some
Okay,
of the best.
alright.
Some of the best templates are the ones that you can use in a lot of situations. Here, shout out the Goob, bro. Shout out the Goobmeister. Shout out
Right.
Goobenheimer. Shout out Yagubian. Your boy Yagubian. Michael Goob.
Jeez. Goobiana Jones.
Well, let us know. What you were doing when you were in an orphanage. If we would go back in time and tell your shitty roommate to, hey, wake the fuck up during your baseball game that's going to be really pivotal to your life. Or, do you think you could land a plane? Where would you go on your honeymoon? Were you visiting
That's right.
Ground Zero or Pearl Harbor on your, during your elope period? Yeah, let us know what you're doing. You like monkey brains?
Yeah, are you more of a eel stuffed snake guy?
Yeah, what'd you think of Frank Olegario's performance as Merchant Number 1
Yeah,
in
that's
a
right.
Temple
That's
of
right.
Doom? Let us know at FKA the Pod on every platform you could think of that's real. We got them on the real ones. That's Instagram, that's Twitter, currently known as X, that's YouTube, that's Threads.
Mm-hmm.
Not Facebook though. We got Instagram and Threads, but we don't got Facebook. Facebook's for boomers.
That's right.
Boomers like Claire Spaulding, who played Dancer Number 28.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Fuck.
You just fell out of a coconut tree?
All right,
in which
man.
you live and what came before you.
Where we set you free.